Hi everyone, and welcome back to Tips and Tricks with Chris. For this week's episode, I thought I'd take us through a little mini electrical episode, talk about your breakers, your GFCI, just give you some information about those. If we want to talk about breakers first, you're going to have a breaker that's designated to little sections in your home. So like your kitchen lights, your bedroom outlets are all going to be on their own, and your refrigerator, your oven, those are going to be on their own as well. If you end up tripping a breaker, the most likely cause is because you have too much plugged into it. Say behind your TV, you've got one of those power strips plugged into a power strip, plugged into a power strip. It's all full. Yeah, chances are that's going to end up blowing a breaker. You're going to have to remove some of that stuff, separate it, get it on different outlets, and then you can reset the breaker. Resetting the breaker is actually really easy. You can go on the panel, you can find which one it is, but if you look at them, they're all going to be really hard pressed into the center, and find the one that's kind of wiggly. That's going to be the one that's tripped. To reset it, go all the way one way and back. You hear it click, turn everything back on. If it happens once, probably don't need to worry about it. But if it ends up happening a couple times, chances are you've got too much pulling power off of a certain outlet. Now, when I talk about GFCIs, you're going to have a GFCI that's installed anywhere near water. So your kitchen sink, your bathroom sink. And what they are is an extra set of safety features for you. They're going to look just like an outlet, but they're going to have a couple buttons on them. One's reset and one is test. Now, if you end up tripping one, what you're going to see is a little red light pop on. I don't think you can see it in the video, but that is going to cut power to anything on that outlet and anything in line with the current line of electrical for that. So for instance, in this one, we got a little radio over here. He shut off as well. To reset, it's really simple. Top button, push it in, light will go off, restore power, and the radio turns back on. What these are for is actually an extra safety feature. So let's say you have a toaster out, you're making some stuff, and then you're doing some dishes, you splash some water. It's going to trip that GFCI to cut power to reduce the risk of electrical shock. Now, even a lot of modern handheld appliances like a hairdryer, they actually have a GFCI pre-installed on them at the outlet. Where you plug it in, you'll see a little red, yellow button. It's the same concept, and if that trips, just push the reset button. One other place you'll end up finding your GFCI is going to be in the garage. Now, the thing about the garage one, it's tied to all the outlets, but it's also tied to the garage door opener. We get calls for these every once in a while because somebody says they can't get into the garage, the clicker's not working, the keypad's not working. Most of the time, it's because the GFCI tripped. Well, go into the back of your garage, you'll find a little red light, push reset, restore power, you'll be back to normal. What most likely causes that is the same thing as a breaker. You end up having too many things pulling power from it. You don't have to worry about something like a TV or stereo, that stuff would be fine, but what is going to cause that to happen? It's going to be if you have like a refrigerator or a chest freezer in there. We see it quite often where that's the cause, and it's not going to happen every time, and it's not going to, first time you plug it in, and it may not even happen for another month, but that is almost always going to end up tripping your GFCI at some time, and you don't want to end up spoiling any food in there. For that reason, we actually don't recommend putting any refrigerators or stuff in your garage. Well, I think that just kind of covers what I wanted to talk about today. As always, if you have any comments or suggestions, please let me know, but I'll see you next week.